Welcome everyone to day 2 of our celebration series. Go ahead, take a nice deep breath. Feel yourself sink into that space where you're down inside your body. Inside this mental space that you've created. Where there are discoveries and knowing yourself better. As you just take a nice deep breath, just feel your body expanding and returning. Feeling yourself supported inside and out. And as you sink down into this space, just allow your imagination to call forth an image of the last 365 days. Each individual day represented in any way that you want. Maybe they look like friends, maybe they look like items. But the last 365 days have gotten together to celebrate you and throw you a party. And this party is multi-days long. And they are celebrating all that you've done, all the ways that you've changed and grown and expanded in your own self environment, this environment that you've sunk down into when you come into these meditations. How this space has changed and how it's impacted your life. So as you look out at these 365 days, notice how many of them involved you looking at your self-image and improving it. How many of them during those days you focused on your identity, who you are, learning who you are, knowing who you are at your core. Spending time with the true you. And just allow that true you to show up. Unencumbered by old beliefs, or old paradigms. All those times that you've really gotten to know this true you. Recognize the beauty in this true you. Seeing all the strengths that you have. All these strengths, not the least of which is your willingness to look inside yourself and know yourself better. All these days that you have spent in meditation, knowing yourself, discovering things, liking yourself better. All of these skills that you've gained over these 365 days, not just in personal growth, but also in other things, things that you've learned. Of these 365 days that you're looking out at, how many of them were you honing your talents and abilities? Whether these abilities were simple, like learning how to get on Zoom or navigate social media, or if they were skills of your trade, taking classes, reading articles. Notice all of these talents and abilities as they just show up, some that you may have forgotten that you even had. These 365 days as they're cheering you on and celebrating you and all that you've done. Allow these 365 days to show you ways that you've taken on more responsibility, or just taken responsibility for you and your reactions and how you interact with the world. Responsibility for your perspective, allow those 365 days to show you how many of those you did that. How many days that you either set or abided by boundaries that you had set for yourself. and how many of those days that you established or abided by boundaries that you set with others. Allow those 365 days to show you your energy level, your vibration. Not only that your vibration has been steadily growing higher, but that your ability to adjust it, your skill in knowing how to manage your vibration level. And by doing that, allow those 365 days to show you all the things you attracted into your life. The people, the things, the events. How many of those 365 days did you spend in alignment or in better alignment? How many of those 365 days did you spend more inspired? And notice all the things that were attracted into your life that inspired you. Whether they were little things or big things. How many of those days had you let go of something that you were holding on to? Whether it was a big thing or a little thing. Just notice all those times that you moved past something. Or that you so easily set it down and moved on. How many old stories were released in these last 365 days? Just notice them and how they no longer have any charge to them. How many beliefs you have a new perspective on? These beliefs about yourself, beliefs about others. Beliefs about the world in general. And then notice all the new beliefs, the new stories, the new paradigms, ones that support you, that you've picked up, that you're now living with. These new beliefs about yourself that support you and feel good. These new stories that are fun to tell. And that are more true about who you really are. All these new paradigms and frameworks for life that you now live within, that feel solid and steady and true. These paradigms that are built on all this work that you've done, getting to know the real you, getting to know your resources, getting new perspectives on old stories. Just notice what all those new things are in your life. Of those 365 days, what you've picked up, what is nourishing your soul. All the new things that have come into your life. Notice your perspective on the world at large. And how all this work that you've done within you changes how you feel about others. How you living with your real self. Not an identity that was imposed upon you, or that was made up of old stories. the true self. This true light that's within you. And how much in these last 365 days you've really gotten to know that true self. And just looking over these 365 days that are all here to celebrate you. All that you've done. All that's changed. How you've grown and expanded. And as you look out on these 365 days, just allow all of their celebration, all of their love to come to you like a stream of colored energy. Just noticing the color or colors and how it's coming to you and where it's entering your body. Allowing it to fill you up, fully receiving it. Feeling it expanding and expressing throughout your whole body. From the tip of your head to the tips of your toes, all the way out to the tips of your fingers. Your skin, your muscles, your bones, your organs, your brain, your blood. Just receiving all of that. That celebration. And as that anchors all the way down into every single cell, even down into your DNA, it'll be anchored in your subconscious mind, flashing millions of times every split second without you even thinking about it, and available in your conscious awareness, able to be retrieved at will. And it lets you know that this is done by bringing full feeling back into your arms, your legs, your fingers and toes, normal awareness back into your mind, your body, your brain. And as it's complete, you'll open your eyes.